Let's learn about sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emissions. Emissions of sulfur oxide, referred to as SOx, and nitrogen oxide, referred to as NOx, are the products of combustion. SOx emissions are dominated by stationary sources like electric utility fuel combustion, industrial processes, and industrial fuel combustion. NOx emissions are dominated by transportation-related sources. In the pulp and paper industry, the majority of both types of emissions comes from power boilers used to generate steam and electrical energy for the manufacturing process. The most important determinant of SOx and NOx emissions from power boilers is the choice of fuel, by virtue of its chemical composition and combustion properties. NOx emissions are also greatly influenced by the conditions of combustion. Therefore, both fuel type and combustion conditions need to be looked at in terms of NOx emissions reduction. Recommendations for emissions reduction include practicing prudent combustion practices and the selective application of post-combustion controls. Let's talk about fuel substitution co-benefits and trade-offs. Low sulfur coal lowers SOx emissions. However, it can affect boiler efficiency and other pollutant emissions, increase ash loading, and can lead to unsatisfactory performance of emissions control equipment. Natural gas, though cleaner burning, yields more water vapor and therefore contributes to greater heat loss out of the boiler stack. Biomass and wood lower SOx and NOx emissions, but their firing has been known to accelerate boiler component corrosion. There are challenges to reducing SOx and NOx emissions. Large-scale utility boilers enjoy an economy of scale and greater capacity utilization that is not possible for their smaller industrial counterparts. Therefore, the relative cost to achieve a given reduction in emissions may be higher for industrial combustion sources. That said, for its part, the pulp and paper industry has had a sustained reduction in emissions of SOx and NOx over the past 25 years. Though lingering concerns associated with SOx and NOx emissions prompt continued pressure for emissions reduction, further control of these emissions cannot be addressed without considering implications for emission of other substances from the same combustion sources, as well as the potential impact on related components of the manufacturing process. To learn more about SOx and NOx emissions, click on the links on this website.